What if I told you your brain decides before you do? That before you even think about moving your hand, your neurons are already firing, gearing up for action, without your conscious permission. That's exactly what Benjamin Libet discovered in 1983, a bombshell experiment that shook neuroscience, psychology, and philosophy to their core. The idea that free will, the power to choose our own actions, might be an illusion. Are we just passengers in our own bodies? Are we simply narrating choices that have already been made for us? This question has haunted scientists for 40 years, and today I'm breaking it down, how it worked, what it proved, and most importantly, how you can use it to hack your own mind. Before Libet's shocking discovery, scientists had already found clues that free will wasn't as free as we thought. In 1965, Hans Kornhuber discovered something weird in the brain, a slow build-up of electrical activity before voluntary movement, what he called readiness potential. This meant the brain was preparing an action before we were aware of it. But what did this mean? Were we still making choices, or were we just acting out a script written by our unconscious mind? Libet, a neuroscientist at the University of California, San Francisco, decided to put free will on trial. Libet's setup was deceptively simple but devastatingly precise. Step 1. Volunteers sat in front of a fast-moving clock. Their job, flex their wrist whenever they felt like it. No cues, no instructions, just pure spontaneous choice. Step 2. As soon as they felt the urge to move, they had to note the exact clock position where their decision happened. Step 3. Electrodes recorded brain activity, tracking 3 key moments. Readiness, potential, the unconscious brain's build-up before movement. Conscious will, the exact moment the person decided to move. Action, when the muscle actually moved. Step 4, repeat hundreds of times and compare the brain's signals to the person's reported decisions. The result? It's reality-breaking. Libet's data exposed something terrifying. Your brain starts planning your actions before you're even aware of them. The readiness potential began 550 milliseconds before movement. But people only felt the decision to move 200 milliseconds before. That's a 350 millisecond gap where the unconscious brain was already executing a choice before the person knew they had made one. And in some cases, the brain's pre-decision signals started up to 10 seconds before action. Think about that. Your unconscious mind is making choices and you're just catching up. So what does this mean? Is free will dead? Are we just biological machines running on autopilot? Libet's own conclusion, conscious will doesn't initiate actions, it only has the power to veto them. He called this free won't, the ability to stop an unconscious urge before it turns into action. But this left a terrifying question. If we're not the ones choosing our actions, who is? Some scientists say readiness potential is just preparation, not decision-making. Others believe free will exists, but at a deeper, unconscious level. What's clear is this: your unconscious mind is running the show far more than you realize. Here's where things get crazy. If your brain is pre-deciding your actions, what if you could hijack that process? Train yourself to spot the lag. The 300-500 milliseconds delay is your golden window. Practice mindfulness. Catch impulses before they turn into action. Meditation helps sharpen this awareness. Master the free won't hack. Libet's veto idea is real. Before acting on a bad habit, junk food, doom scrolling, procrastination, pause for just 1 second. That micro-pause activates your conscious veto power. Preload your unconscious mind. Your brain makes decisions based on stored patterns. Rewire it with positive triggers. Example: want to work out? Put your running shoes by the door. Your brain will pre-decide exercise before you even think about it. Rewrite your mental story. Your unconscious believes what it's told. Say, I'm productive every morning. Your brain starts acting like it. Studies show this rewires decision-making. So, are you really in control? Your unconscious mind makes the first move. Your conscious mind takes credit. But you can still hijack the process. You're not a helpless passenger. If you understand the timing of decisions, you can anticipate impulses before they hit. Strengthen your veto power. Reprogram your unconscious choices. So the real question is, now that you know your brain's secret, what will you do with it?